And to learn more about what this new XPRIZE will mean for ocean exploration, Mark News spoke with Jyotika Virmani. She's the Senior Director for Energy and Environment for XPRIZE. Mark began by asking her what the new contest hopes to achieve.
The Shell Ocean Discovery XPRIZE is a $7 million competition. It's a global competition for 3 years in which we're incentivizing teams to develop breakthrough technologies for rapid and unmanned ocean exploration. We will not have any human intervention in the competition test area. So we want underwater robots, if you like, that will go down to the deep sea. And rapid, we're looking for fast mapping of the seafloor. We also actually have an additional bonus prize from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration for $1 million. And that's to develop chemical and biological, if you like, smart sniffer technology, which is to detect chemical and biological signals underwater.
You mentioned sniffing out a specific object in the ocean. What function does this serve?
At the moment, we can take water from the deep sea and analyze that in a lab. What we're asking for is pioneering technology that will allow us to analyze that in the deep sea so that we can track biological activity, we can track to volcanoes. If a plane or a ship goes down, there's a chemical signal. There's a number of World War II ships that are in the seafloor. In fact, there's 3 million shipwrecks on the seafloor. So to try and track some of those to their source would be amazing.
Who came up with the idea for this ocean exploration competition?
At XPRIZE, we have what's called prize development, and it's a 6 to 9 month process, at the beginning of which is a visioneering activity. And so a few years ago, James Cameron actually was at one of these visioneering activities, and he came up with what was the prototype, has now evolved into this competition. James Cameron has an interest in the deep sea, and in fact, he's one of 3 people who've actually been to the deepest part of the ocean, the Marianas Trench. And so he's always had an interest in getting down to the deep sea environments. The idea behind ocean exploration, of course, and seafloor mapping is such a crucial piece. We know more about the surface of Mars than we know about our own seafloor at this point.
In your time with XPRIZE, have you seen the competitions lead to real solutions that are out in the marketplace or benefiting humanity?
The first prize in the Ocean Initiative was the Wendy Schmidt Oil Cleanup X Challenge, which came about after the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010. And the second one we just awarded in July of this year was the Wendy Schmidt Ocean Health XPRIZE, which was to develop pH sensors to address ocean acidification. In both of those, the teams have formed companies. They are selling the technology. For the Ocean Health, the Wendy Schmidt Ocean Health XPRIZE, we just finished and awarded that in July, but we're already making plans, the teams are, to test it in other parts of the world.
Tell me, why do you think the XPRIZE model works?
We have actually found that it's not the money that does that really motivates a lot of the teams. It is that competition element and the desire to do something. And in fact, from the Wendy Schmidt Ocean Health XPRIZE, one of our second place teams won $250,000, and they donated the entire winnings to an international ocean program.
Despite all the effort and research you put into a competition, sometimes they don't work out.
Yes, we did cancel one a few years ago, and so this is part of the challenge of an XPRIZE development. The prize development team is they talk to experts from around the world when they work on developing these competitions, because they need to understand the state of technology and also how fast that field will develop in the next 4 or 5 years. So we did cancel the Arkham Genomics XPRIZE a few years ago because it was about genetics, and the state of genetics, the field, just took off exponentially, faster than the experts of the time were predicting.
I'm sure you must be thinking about competitions in the future. Give us a hint at what XPRIZE has in store.
So we are actually actively looking for the next 2 Ocean XPRIZE competitions. There are a number of fields that have been brought forward in the ocean arena. For example, ocean plastics, illegal fishing activities, a better handle on our weather. So from the ocean point of view, there's a number of areas that we could do some great work